Meantime, America's border crisis showing rippling effects across the country. The latest, a spring break nightmare in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. 5 cadets from West Point overdosing on cocaine laced with fentanyl. 4 of them ending up in the hospital. Police have arrested a man in connection with the incident. Let's check in with border correspondent Jaeson Jones. He joins us now live from Dilley, Texas, with the latest here. Jaeson, how common are incidents like this one?
Yeah, it's just one incident we talk about that's happening every single day. How common? 285 overdose deaths in this country per day right now, as we're sitting in the last 12 months, well, not the last 12, but in a 12-month period from September of 2020 to September of 21, according to the CDC, at 104,000 overdose deaths. But, it's a part of the much bigger discussion about what's happening on the southwest border and how what happens down there directly impacts this country. And we're seeing that play out. The more our border is wide open, the more Cartel Jalisco New Generation, known as CJ&G, and the Sinaloa Cartel are able to move that deadly poison into this country. And we've got to really look at the policies that we have in place, not only at our border, but domestically as well, and how we're, showing the American people what's happening here, because what the federal government is doing is absolutely not working, and you can see it play out across this country.
Yeah, when it impacts everyday Americans and their lives in such a negative way. We were showing photos of CBP essentially with those drug seizures here. That's what's caught. But a big question, of course, as you point out, is how much gets through the border unknown. We've also got some new border encounter numbers for the month of February. I'll show these with our viewers here as we look at them together. 163,000 apprehensions, more than 53,000 gotaways. This is much greater than last year at this time. What does this all mean, Jaeson?
Yeah, last year at this time, it was at 101,000 for the month of February, and that was in the worst border crisis in American history. So what it tells us is that where we're going in fiscal year 22 is going to be much worse. And we see it in the data. Now, here's how it impacts Americans up north. What happens is when those folks are crossing like that, it pulls Border Patrol agents off the line to go from a national security model to a migrant care model, which allows for more drugs to come into the country. So when I see those numbers go up like that, you see clear parallels into the overdose death crisis. And I'll warn right now, as I have been, that as our border becomes more and more open, you're going to see more and more of these overdose deaths, just as we're talking about what happened in Florida to these West Point.
Yeah, we've seen the warnings. It's unfortunate that we are still seeing this outcome here. Jaeson Jones, on top of this story, we appreciate it, Jaeson. Thank you.